give us a call, 1300 222 702. Well, we've just been talking emissions and whether we're going to be able to hit our targets. Transport's one of the big problems. Transport's expected to be Australia's largest source of emissions by 2030. So how do we have any chance of meeting the government's 2035 climate targets without fixing road targets? Can we actually move towards electric trucks? Zero-emission trucking company New Energy Transport have committed to building Australia's largest electric truck depot in Wilton in southwestern Sydney. Dan Bleakley is the co-CEO of New Energy Transport and joins me now. Morning, Dan.
Morning, Craig. Thanks for having me.
So this depot in Wilton, has it been built? Is it being built now? What's the story there?
So the depot in Wilton, we're currently developing it at the moment, and so we expect to begin construction in mid-2026, and with getting to operations in mid-2027. And we hope to start with 20 heavy electric prime movers, and then scaling up to 50 over time.
Yeah, okay. Now, in terms of the technology here, because I've seen different approaches for electric trucks. At one point, it seemed there was a bit of investigation in New South Wales from a company here that was going to be, you kind of pull your truck in and they'll take the battery out and put in a new one and then you're back on the road straight away. Or are we going to the point where fast charging has become so fast that's going to be the new approach?
Well, we're seeing both approaches actually internationally. So in China, there are a number of battery swap trucking companies. In Europe, they're probably more focused on the fast charging prime movers. We believe for our particular use case that high speed charging is the best technology. So a lot of these trucks that are coming to market now, they have 500, 600 kilowatt hour batteries. And they're able to do 400 or 500, even up to 600 kilometres of range. And with new high-speed charging technology, some of your listeners would be familiar with the CCS port, which is the standard port in a passenger electric vehicle. There's a new charging standard coming out called the MCS, or Megawatt Charging Standard, and that enables charging of speeds of up to 1,000 kilowatts, which means that you can charge one of these massive electric prime movers in under an hour.
In under an hour. So in terms of that, I mean, I don't know if any truckies out there. I know that truckies have to kind of stop a certain amount of times. They have to kind of pull up and they have to be able to show the regulators that they've pulled up and they've rested this much amount of time. Does that hour after 500 kilometres, does that fit in with the kind of current approach?
Absolutely. So what we're seeing is the technology is now getting to a point where the charging time isn't the constraint. The constraint is actually the mandatory stopping time required for drivers. So basically the driver can go out, start their shift. They can drive 300, 400 kilometres, come in for their lunch break or their break and then charge the vehicle and then go out again and do another 300 kilometres. So, yeah, charging is no longer the constraint for heavy electric trucking.
Yeah, okay, it's interesting. So you've done a test of this. I was interested that the test you did, and I hadn't kind of thought about this, that the truck actually ended up being quicker than a diesel truck because, electric cars, people who've got an electric car know it's got full torque, so it's kind of always got full torque. So what, they go up hills quicker, or why are they quicker?
That's right. So this was we had a bit of a sense that this would happen, but we didn't expect it to be this big a difference. But basically, we recently did a commercial demonstration with a partner, Multiquip, which is a large poultry company, and we did a 480 kilometre single charge round trip, travelling from Picton up to Beresfield and back again. And we were able to shave 40 minutes off the round trip, or around 12% of the time. And the reason we were able to do that is because unlike diesel trucks, which have to slow down going up hills, a lot of your listeners would be familiar with seeing diesel trucks.
To overtake them, yep.
Yeah, they slow down to 80, even 70 kilometres sometimes. So electric trucks don't have that problem. They're able to maintain the speed limit going uphill. And as a result of that, we could shave 40 minutes off the total trip time.
Well, we'll watch with great interest and see when do you think this could open, the Wilton place?
So we're looking at starting operations on the major site in mid-2027, but we're hoping to have a pilot project up and running by mid-2026. So we could have a handful of these trucks on the road mid-next year.
We'll keep an eye out. Thank you very much for speaking to us, Dan Bleakley. Appreciate it.
Thanks very much, Craig.